this video, we're going to try and pay off a debt that's on our credit card, assuming that we're not making any additional charges on the credit card, that we stop using it. We want to pay it off over this period of time. This is really no different than what we did before. The only difference here is that the interest rates are significantly higher on the credit card than they were on the other debt vehicles that we were looking at before. So let's go ahead and see what these payments would be. They would be significantly higher because the interest rate is higher. So our payment formula again is going to be principal times interest rate divided by number of payments in the year, which is going to be 12, divided by 1 minus parentheses 1 plus interest rate divided by number of payments in the year raised to the negative of the number of payments made in a year times the number of years, close parentheses for the denominator, and we get a monthly payment here of $293.38. Let's go ahead and try that again now with the interest is now changed to 21%. And the balance needs to be paid off in 2 years. So those are the only things that changed in my formula. That makes my payment $164.43. Let's raise the interest rate now to, let's make it 20%. Let's pay it off in 3 years. Going to have a monthly payment of $118.90. Again, we should be rounding up here, but we're not going to. We're going to use regular rounding rules. Really, this should be 164.44. If we're using the banking rules, this should really be 118.93, so that we pay off all of our debt in at least this amount of time. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit left at the end of 3 years if we don't pay that extra penny each time. And then last but not least, we've got the same balance and the same APR, but we want to change it to 4 years. So I only need to change this number here. This is going to be 97.38. So as you can see, as you increase the number of years that you have to pay it off, it significantly decreases the monthly payment, but you're paying significantly more to pay off that debt because you're paying those smaller monthly payments over many more months. So in the end, you are paying a lot more in interest to borrow the money for 2 years than for 1 year, or for 3 years than for 2 years, or for 4 years than for 3 years. I don't know if that makes sense what I just said, but the sooner you can pay the money back, the better. So the bank is still going to make money off of you in interest, but they're not going to make nearly as much off of you if you can pay it back faster than if you take a long time to pay it back. That's the main thing to figure out, especially with credit card debt, because it's such a high interest rate that you need to pay it off as quickly as possible. All right, that's it for this video. We'll come back and we will be talking about comparing loan options next time and choosing the right loan, the best loan option.